Hello everybody, it's Slushy and welcome back to another Five Nights at Freddy's Theory. Today we're going to be talking about Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and what the hell were those dream sequences slash nightmare sequences where the character is playing as one of the animatronics and he looks side to side and boom, there's the puppet. Hey, it's me. Who is the person having those dreams? So many people rumor it to be Michael Afton. I mean, almost everybody I've seen says it's Michael Afton. To me, that doesn't make any damn sense. I guess it does make sense because he's played at these locations. He's been a security guard here. He's seen these animatronics, and he's even had nightmares in Fnaf 4 about them. He's experienced these characters, and yeah, they probably do scare him a little bit, knowing what they might do to him. But in what he's did in the past with those characters with his brother. But I personally don't believe it's Michael Afton. I do believe it's an Afton, but it's not Michael, and it's not Elizabeth or Dave Afton. It's William. William is the one having these nightmares. He's in a way traumatized personally on a deep level about what he's doing. I don't believe William was full bad. I don't believe he was totally evil. Yeah, he murdered kids. He's crazy. He's a psychotic bastard. Should be locked away, death penalty, and all that shit. But in its essence, he was always trying to do it for the right reasons for his family. He was trying to put his family back together. He lost everything. His wife probably left him after that. I mean, you look at the bite of '83. That's traumatic enough. Then he creates this whole location of animatronics that can be rented out for private parties and stuff. And then his daughter dies too. Two kids down, one left. His wife, I mean, if his wife didn't leave him after the bite of '83, the wife definitely left him after their daughter died, at which point she completely distanced himself from him, unless he killed her too and turned her into Blore, which is a popular theory, which I don't really know. I'm not going to dive too far into that, but sure, let's call it canon. Yeah, sure. Blore is the wife. That's why her eyes are closed, because she never believed in William Afton or some shit like that. There's a theory for it, and I don't know if there's been anything to disprove that, but I'm just going to roll with it. Head canon confirmed. Laura is the wife. That's Mrs. Afton right there. So that's why she dances. She loved to dance. She loved to dance and swing and sing music in halls. No children. I can't remember the whole song, but whatever. And now that I'm like, every time I do these videos, I have a revelation. And like I wasn't even totally convinced of this whole blower theory, but now that I hear those songs in my head, why do you hide inside those walls when there's music in my halls? It brings to mind an idea of a husband so focused on these robotics, trying to make these monstrosities, that he's no longer focused on what's going on around him, even his wife and his other kids. He's just zoned in on one thing, and he's not paying attention to his wife. And so she's got music, she's having fun, maybe having fun with the kids, and he's over here just blocked off from everything. And then I hear the other song. All I see is an empty room, no more joy, an empty tomb. So all I see is an empty room. Child's room, the kids' rooms, empty. They're gone. They're dead. The empty tomb, dead. They're gone. All the children are gone. It really does bring to mind an idea of a wife who witnessed all this stuff, and now the Blora theory, basically what I'm saying is I now fully believe in the Blora theory. Holy shit, it makes perfect sense. It was just a revelation. I had to mention it. That's not what this video is about, but apparently every theory video I do from now on, it's going to have a revelation like this. So there you go. There's another revelation for you. But back to we've veered off the path. I've veered off the path. I'm not going to put this on you guys. I veered off the path very massively by going into the whole Blora theory. Holy hell, I suck at this. But basically my idea behind this is that William is like he's feeling some sort of guilt about what he did. Like, yeah, I'm sure internally, somewhere deep down, he does have some sort of guilt about it. You know, he's taking these lives, and again, I don't believe he was a very bad person to begin with. I believe kind of like a mad scientist. You know, when it first started, he wasn't totally crazy until he realized what he could do, and then he just started to go nuts. Then I believe he went crazy. But at this point, I believe he did feel guilt about what he had to do or what he felt he had to do. And so he has these nightmares about being in these suits, and the marionette is taunting him, saying, "It's me." Because the marionette, Charlie, knows what he did, knows who's in that suit having that nightmare, and trying to let him know, "I remember you. This is me. I'm Charlie. I'm the person you killed. I'm the one that made this happen. It's me who's making this nightmare happen. It's me who's giving you hell. It's me." And that's literally as simple as it gets. I don't see why the puppet would be saying that to Michael unless they had some sort of connection. Like William William and Henry had a connection because they were co-owners of Freddy's, which means William likely ran into. I mean, I guess by that extension, Michael could have ran into Charlie too, but it's more likely that William had some sort of interaction with Charlie, knew who she was, obviously, co-owner's daughter, saw her outside, stabbed her to death, Marionette possessed her, and obviously Marionette slash Charlie's trying to let him know, hey, we remember, we know who you are. And why I believe this is happening in FNAF 2, I believe it's kind of happening in FNAF 2 because, like, obviously William plays as the opening at the Night Guard. He plays the Night Guard originally in that location before he gets transferred over to Days because of conditions, where I believe those conditions were having these nightmares, or maybe even physically being attacked by the puppet. And he knew during Days he might be able to get away from that because there's a lot of people watching. There's a lot of people to like witness what's happening, so maybe they can intervene and stop it from happening or whatever. But to me, the nightmares happening in that night between the shifts and stuff so invokes the fact that it's William Afton having these nightmares, and that's what causes him to get transferred over to Days, because obviously he might not be as drowsy, he might not be as sleepy during the daytime, he might not have these nightmares because it's daytime. I mean, there's just so many things that answer it besides it being just Mike. Like, Mike's an easy answer because Mike plays as the character in every single game, including the final night of FNAF 2 where he comes in as Fritz Smith. And I have a whole theory about FNAF 2, by the way. I'm going to go into that in the next video. I want to just make simple videos from now on. Besides that Ballora theory, this would have been really short. But, yeah, that's my theory. William Afton is the guy having the nightmares in the FNAF nightmare sequences. So yeah, I'm going to keep this one short. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it and that little tangent about Ballora theory. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.